What if I told you the most peaceful part of my retirement day isn't the morning, but the evening? When I first retired, evenings felt strange, empty. I had no work to finish, no meetings, no deadlines. At first, it felt like freedom. Then it started feeling like a void. The hours after sunset dragged on. I'd scroll aimlessly, watch TV without caring what was on, and still feel bored. But one day, I decided to do something about it. I built a retirement evening routine, not to pass the time, but to honor it. And it turned my nights from boring to blissful. Now, my evenings begin with something simple: closing the day. Around 6:30 p.m., I mentally and physically wrap up the day. I tidy up my space, not because it's messy, but because it brings closure. I fold blankets, put books back on the shelf, rinse that last coffee cup. It's a quiet way of telling my brain, "You did enough, now rest." Then I prepare dinner, slowly, no rush. I put on soft music, jazz, instrumental, sometimes even nostalgic classics. I light a candle, just one. It sounds silly, but that one flame sets a whole mood. Cooking becomes less of a task and more of a joy. I chop vegetables with intention. Stir slowly. Taste often. I'm not trying to impress anyone. I'm just being present. Dinner is quiet. Sometimes it's shared with my spouse. Sometimes it's just me and the music. But I always sit at the table. No screens, no distractions. Just the meal and the moment. I eat slower now. I notice the flavors. And I'm grateful, because food isn't just fuel anymore. It's comfort. After dinner, I go for a walk, just around the block. The sky is dim, the streets calm. I love watching windows light up, people winding down, kids riding bikes one last time. There's a softness to the world in the evening that you miss if you're locked inside. That 15-minute stroll feels like a gentle exhale. When I return, I do something that fills me up. It changes day to day. Sometimes I read. Sometimes I write a few pages in my journal, just a reflection of what stood out that day. Other times, I sketch, listen to a podcast, or do a crossword puzzle. No pressure, no performance, just something that brings joy without effort. Then comes the most important part of my evening: digital sunset. Around 8:30 p.m., all screens go off. No more phone, no endless news scroll, no random YouTube rabbit holes. My brain deserves peace. I turn off harsh lights, keep the room soft and warm, and let my nervous system settle. This is when I often prepare a warm drink, maybe chamomile tea or golden milk. I hold it in both hands, feel the warmth, sip slowly. Sometimes I sit on the porch and look at the stars. Other times, I stay inside and just be. I let silence in. That silence is not empty. It's full of presence. Before bed, I do one last thing. I write down one good moment from the day. Just one. No matter how small. A kind word. A delicious meal. A quiet laugh. This habit changed how I sleep. Because I go to bed remembering joy, not replaying stress. And then I stretch a little. Maybe 5 minutes. Just enough to loosen the tension in my back, shoulders, and neck. I breathe deeply. It tells my body, "You're safe. You can rest now." Then I slip into bed, not as a way to escape the day, but as a reward for living it well. And that's the routine. No complicated rituals, no productivity checklists, just gentle habits that bring me home to myself every evening. I used to think retirement evenings would be lonely, but now they're my favorite part of the day. They're slow, intentional, and nourishing. They're filled with soft light, soft music, and soft thoughts. And in a world that's always rushing, that softness is powerful. So if your evenings feel empty after retirement, try this. Don't try to fill them. Try to feel them. Light a candle. Take a walk. Cook something slowly. Sip something warm. Reflect on what made you smile. Disconnect from the noise. Reconnect with yourself. Because when you start treating your evenings as sacred, not leftover time, but golden time, you'll feel it too. The boredom fades and the bliss begins.